Hey, hope you're doing well today. Happy Monday. Make sure this lighting looks good for you. I want to come at you with a video today on the moment I realized I was financially incompetent. And I'm going to tell you a story about that moment because it was a big deal for me. If you're just tuning in, I want to thank you for watching. I want to ask you to please share this. Nano, what's going on? Hope you're doing well. I want to share with you the moment I realized I was financially incompetent. And my intention with this video today is to help you select the right financial plan. Okay, it's a very big deal. Everybody needs some sort of wealth creation plan, a formula that they follow. And I want to teach you, A, how to select the right one, and B, how to select the right person to help you with that. Okay, so this story goes back to, I think 2013. Okay, I was sitting with two really good friends of mine. If you're watching the video and you are these two people, you probably remember when this happened. I think I was 19. I just started in the industry. And so I was sitting down and I was helping these two friends of mine do their wealth creation formula, do their financial needs analysis, do their financial plan, get the numbers figured out. And I sat down with them and I felt good. Like I was like, man, I passed my tests. I had very high test scores when I took my exams. I felt really competent. I really thought I knew what I was doing. So I was feeling good. And I sat down and like 10 minutes into the meeting, I hit them with my first question. When do you want to retire? And they tell me 10 years. I want to retire in 10 years. And I'm just like kind of taken aback, okay? They're probably 25 years old at the time. And everything on my tests, the licensing exams that I took, told me that you retire at 65. It really, in a best case scenario, you might retire when you're 55. So I hit them with the next question. Okay, great. Well, how much per month do you want in retirement income? And they told me, Jerry, we want $20,000 a month. And so I'm just sitting there, I'm like, all right, $20,000 a month in 10 years, and you guys are 25. I was taught, initially, when you're retiring, you retire at 65, maybe 55 at the best, and most people are going to retire on 70% of their working income. People that are really well off, man, they might get 80% of their working income. And then there's also people that aren't doing so hot. They might live off 60. And so they just told me basically they want to live on 400 to 500% of their working income. So you can imagine, like, the computation just wasn't happening. I was sitting there like, and I didn't know what to do. I actually had to call my manager. After putting their plan together. I hadn't showed them this yet, but I showed, if they wanted $20,000 a month in mutual funds, they would need to be putting away like tens of thousands of dollars per month into my mutual funds, earning 12%, which will never happen. And even then, it wasn't even going to hit their goal. They were going to come up short. So I called my manager, and I asked my manager, how should I tell these people that their goals are unrealistic and they need to lower them? Okay, that was the conversation I was going to go back to this meeting with was, guys, there's something wrong with your goals. We need to lower those. Rather than me realizing the product I have, the service I have, the thing that I offer is incompetent and cannot help you. Instead, I was going to tell them that their goals were broken. Now, this is critical to realize. Guys, this is the financial services industry. It's scarcity mindset. Okay? They are taught and trained to go into a meeting and tell you to live on 70% of your income. Why would you work 40 years to do this thing called retirement, which really actually means retreat? You build a life for 40 years that you hate and want to run away from and get paid less? That doesn't make any damn sense. Okay? On top of that, they don't know the difference between investing and speculating. I was going to put his money into an invisible product that has no guarantees other than the fees he would pay me and hope it goes up in value. Now, thirdly, there was no real assets. What I didn't realize is these people were entrepreneurs. If you survey the top 1% of wealth, they own 68% of the small business equity in America. They are not getting rich on financial products. They're getting rich on businesses and real estate. And so as an advisor, I didn't know that. I thought I was going to get them there with my financial product. I thought my mutual funds were going to do the job. You will not build wealth with mutual funds. You will not build wealth doing traditional financial advice. You will not build wealth sticking everything in a 401k, waiting 40 years and hoping it went up high enough for you to live on. It just won't happen. What you need to do is you need to set goals, life goals first. Then you need to have targets, dial them back and dial them into workable targets. You need a coach, you need daily education, and you need community. And then finally, you can talk about what product you're going to do to get there. If you don't have those things lined out first, the product doesn't matter. So I want to share that with you today. That is how you build wealth. That is how you choose a financial plan. That is how you choose who is going to be on your financial team. If you're watching this and you want to read more about my story, I'm going to post an article in the link here. And in a second, you should be able to see that. I'm going to post an article in the link that I wrote today about this experience in the story. Thank you for watching. Please check this out. Share it. Make sure people see it. I appreciate your time. Have a happy Monday.